Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to Cyber Safety Net Stay Safe Online, episode 107. Should you pay a ransomware demand? My name is Anthony Germanos, and I will be the presenter. This is a highly controversial topic these days. Should you pay a ransomware demand? And in this presentation, I will present the argument for yes, pay the ransomware demand if you get ransomware on your network, and the argument of no, do not pay the ransomware demand. I also think before we're done, you'll have a pretty good idea where I stand. I have a snippet of the ransomware definition from dictionary.com, and I'm going to read this verbatim for those who have audio only. According to dictionary.com, ransomware is malware planted illegally in a computer or mobile device that disables its operation or access to its data until the owner or operator pays to regain control or access. Malware is malicious software. That would include ransomware, like what I'm talking about today, a keystroke logger, or a virus that gives you pop-up ads every 30 seconds. Today's presentation is presented by my fourth book, How Hacks Happen. In How Hacks Happen, there are two personas. There's me, Mark, the good guy, who wants to protect you, and there's Brad Cracker, the bad guy, who wants to rip you off. One of Brad's tools is ransomware. Brad says he's good at hacking. Hacking is easy. He likes the easy money. And maybe you knew this, maybe not, but hacking is not illegal in some countries. Yeah, that's right. Hacking, not illegal. Russia, Iran, North Korea, the America haters. Imagine that. Back in episode 102, I presented the CIA Triad, or the Confidentiality, Integrity, Availability Triad. And when it comes to ransomware, I think we are definitely within the availability domain, and we reach into the confidentiality domain. Here's how. Ransomware affects the availability of your data, because when you have ransomware, your data is encrypted, you can't access it. And to make matters worse, the ransomware publishers say that if you don't pay the ransom, they're going to take your data and publish it on the internet. All your secrets, all your financial data, all your human resource data on the internet. Today, I'll be talking about ransomware that hit a Christian college in Spokane, Washington, and it happened in the late summer, earlier this year, 2022, and talk about a case of bad timing. This was almost the worst possible timing for Whitworth University to lose their website and their data. Because what happened in late July was that the website and the network went down. And then a few weeks later, a Russian hacking group called Lockbit claimed responsibility. They claimed that they were the ones who took down the Whitworth network and website. And of course, they wanted a ransom. And of course, to make things worse, they put a countdown timer on their website. We don't know if Whitworth paid the ransom or not. But we do know what Lockbit put on their website. And I'm going to pause for 10 seconds while you digest what Lockbit posted on their website. We don't know if they paid or not. Let's visit the question again. Should you pay a ransomware demand? Now present the yes argument and the no argument. Yes. It's the quickest and easiest way, quickest and cheapest way to get back in business. Because in theory, You pay the ransom, you get the encryption key, you start decrypting your data. You don't have to buy new servers. Also, if you don't have full system backups, then you and the computer guy need to have a talk. But if you don't have full system backups, paying the ransom is your only option to get back in business. Let's visit the no question. No, do not pay the ransom. If you pay a ransom, you're rewarding bad behavior. These thieves will continue because they know they found a good way to make a living. And when I say good way, it's good according to them, not good according to you who paid the ransom. The FBI says no, do not pay ransoms because they want to take the bad guys and throw them in jail and then have them wind up in prison. They don't want them to be prosperous. The FBI says no, do not pay ransoms. And last, if you pay a ransom, you go on a list of payers. That's right, list of payers. That means if you pay a ransom, the ransomware publishers will know that you will pay a ransom and they'll hit you again because you've already proven to them that you will pay a ransom. You're like a repeat customer at a local hamburger place. Repeat customer, you will pay a ransom. At the bottom of this slide, I have 50-50, and that indicates that if you do pay a ransom, you have a 50-50 chance of getting the encryption key. That works. Remember, you're dealing with people who are not the most honorable. You're giving them money and you're expecting something in return. They may give you something that works. In this case, the encryption key. They may not. There's a 50-50 chance. Let's talk about this argument for yes, because you have no backups. And if you have no backups, then you need to have a talk with your computer guy. On my website, I'm promoting a ransomware recovery test. And basically what that means is that I come in, I'm just going to turn off the share here. I come in and back up your servers onto external media onto one of these, one per server. Then I take this back to my office and I perform a test restore into a virtual machine. Then I write a report telling you that it was successful. Or I call and say, we have a problem. Some of my peers feel that it's not an if question, but a when question. When you get ransomware, how do you recover? How do you get back in business? But you need a plan. If you're in Sacramento, give me a call. If you're somewhere else in the country, then have a chat with your computer guy or guys and tell them, what is your plan? I know your time is valuable. I know there are other places you could have been, but you chose to listen to me tell you that you need a ransomware recovery plan because it's not an if question, but a when question of when ransomware gets on your network. Thank you for your time. Mark Anthony Germanos.